So in the previous session, we have discussed about the concept of releases as well as multi-tenant architecture. Today, let us discuss what are the various editions of Salesforce and also how to create your Salesforce account. What are the steps to follow to create your Salesforce account? These two things we will discuss in the today's session. So first, let us discuss about editions in Salesforce. So Salesforce is providing two types of editions. One is paid edition and other is free edition. Paid edition and free edition. So as part of paid edition, we have four different editions. In paid edition, we have four types. One is essential edition. Second is professional edition. Third is enterprise. And the fourth one is unlimited edition. So first they have introduced essential edition, then professional edition, enterprise and unlimited edition. So what is each edition? What is the difference between each of this edition? Let us discuss in detail. So first let us discuss about paid editions, then we will go for free editions. So first one is essential edition. Whenever you are getting the license of this software, that is whenever you are getting essential edition license from Salesforce, or upon buying this license, essential edition license, it will provide only basic CRM functionalities which are sufficient to automate customer data. Okay, you will be having only access or you'll be having access to basic CRM functionalities to automate customer data. And it is suitable, this type of edition is suitable only for those organizations with maximum of 5 users only. So if you want to use your Salesforce org with maximum of 5 users, then you can go for this edition. So where you can have access to only basic CRM functionalities. That means you cannot make any customizations by using force.com platform. No customizations. Whatever the ready-made application, basic CRM application they are providing, you have to straightforward, you have to use that application to automate your customers' data. That's it. Okay, not more than that. You cannot do anything more than that. When it comes to pricing of this edition, pricing is $25 per month per user. That means, suppose if you are having 4 users who are going to use your Salesforce edition, that is essential edition. So you have to pay 25 into 4, that is $100 per month. For 4 users, it is $100 per month. However, the billing will be made always annually only, not monthly. Okay, you have to make the billing annually. So it is $100 per month, means it will be $1,200 per year. So this is the billing which you have to pay to the Salesforce as on rental basis in order to get the license of this essential edition. Okay, that is regarding the pricing. What about memory storage? So whenever you are getting the license of this essential edition, you are going to, they will provide you the data storage of 10 GB and file storage is only 1 GB. Okay, so as you know, whenever you are creating your Salesforce account, Salesforce is going to allocate memory for you in a server in any of the 3 regions. Suppose if you are from India, it is going to allocate memory space for you in a server in Asia Pacific region. Okay, how much memory space or how much memory will be allocated is, it depends on the edition. It is not common for all the editions. Okay, suppose if you are using essential edition, as part of this essential edition, it is providing data storage of 10 GB and file storage is 1 GB. Okay, so that is about essential edition. Next. Second is professional edition. What is professional edition? So professional edition provides complete CRM functionalities for any team size. Okay, so whenever you get the license of this professional edition, it provides complete CRM functionalities for any team size. That means the number of users are not limited. So you can get this license or you can use this edition for any number of users. but there is no customization by using force.com platform. Even in professional edition also, you cannot customize. You cannot make any customizations. Whatever the ready-made CRM application they are providing, simply you have to use that application to automate your customers' information or customers' data. Okay. So when it comes to pricing, pricing is $75 per month per user. Okay. Suppose if I have 4 users, so how much I have to pay? 4 into 75. That is $300 per month. When it comes to annual billing, that is $3,600 per year. $3,600 per year for 4 users. Okay. So this is the pricing when it comes to essential edition, professional edition. And when it comes to data or memory storage, data storage, they are providing 10 GB. Even file storage also, they are providing 10 GB. That means you can store some audio files or video files or PDF files or Word document. Okay, whatever you want, you can store as part of this file storage space. Okay, data storage means records. Data storage means record storage. Okay, next. Enterprise edition. Whenever you are getting the license of enterprise edition, it is providing complete CRM functionalities, and also you can make some customizations also. Because in enterprise edition, we have force.com platform. Salesforce have introduced force.com platform in this edition only. Before enterprise edition, we don't have any force.com platform. They have introduced enterprise edition only, force.com platform. Using this force.com platform, we can write some custom business logic using Apex programming, and we can design our user interface also using Visual Force programming. Okay, so you can make customizations also. Okay, so whenever you are getting enterprise edition, you can have complete access to all the CRM functionalities and also access to force.com platform also. And when it comes to pricing, $150 per month per user. Okay, so $150 per month per user. For 4 users, how much it is going to be? So for 4 users, it is $600 per month. So what is the annual billing? Annual billing is $7,200 per year. For 4 users, it is $7,200 per year. So always billing will be made annually only. You have to pay the rental amount annually only. Memory storage. Memory storage, that is data storage and file storage. Even here also it is providing 10 GB for data storage and 10 GB for file storage. And last one is unlimited edition. As part of unlimited edition, the name itself says unlimited, means there is no limit. There is no limit. You can have unlimited access to CRM functionalities and also unlimited support from salesforce.com support team also. Okay, that means if you have any problem from the Salesforce server side, okay, you can have unlimited support from the salesforce.com support team. Okay, whenever you have this license of unlimited edition. Okay, so upon getting the license of unlimited edition, you can have complete access, unlimited access to all the CRM functionalities and also unlimited support from support team, salesforce.com support team. Whenever you are facing some problem from the server side, immediately salesforce.com support team will be readily available to help you to solve the problem. And also we can build unlimited number of applications. There is no any limitation. We can build n number of custom application. There is no any limitation. And also as part of this unlimited accommodation, we can use force.com platform also in order to write the custom business logic to build custom applications. And also we can perform integration also. Already we have discussed what is integration. Integration means integration is a process of exchanging data or communicating between the two systems, two disparate systems. Process of providing communication between two disparate or different systems to exchange some data or to exchange some business logic or to share some records. Okay, so we can integrate our Salesforce application with some external application. So in unlimited edition, We can use force.com platform to build custom applications. We can perform integration also. We can develop some app exchange products also. Okay, we can develop app exchange products using Salesforce. Okay, so these are the features which are provided as part of unlimited edition. When it comes to pricing is $300 per month per user. Because you have access to all the features, so definitely pricing is going to be high. Okay, $300 per month per user. So if you have 4 users, you have to pay $1,200 per month. $1,200 is nothing but $1,44,000 per year for 4 users. Okay, always here also the billing will be made annually. And when it comes to memory storage, it is same. Data storage is 10 GB. File storage is also, they are going to provide 10 GB in the server. Okay, so these are the 4 types of paid editions we have as part of paid editions. We have essential edition, professional edition, enterprise, and last one is unlimited edition. In essential and professional edition, we don't have force.com platform. Force.com platform is available only in enterprise edition and unlimited edition. Next, when it comes to free editions, so Salesforce is also providing some free editions also. Like we have 30 days trail account. This is one type of free edition. The name itself says 30 days trail account. That means upon creating your account, this type of account, that is 30 days trail account, you will be able to access, you will have access to your org, or you can use your data inside the org only for 30 days once you open your account. Once 30 days is over, automatically the account will get locked. Account will get closed. So you will no more have access to any data or records inside your organization if you store inside that. It is valid only for 30 days only. Okay. And second one is lifetime account or permanent account or developer edition. Okay. Lifetime account, the name itself says that means upon creating this type of account, you will be able to use, you can use this account for your lifetime. Okay, there is no expiry date. Okay, you can, or it is also called as permanent account because there is no expiry date, or we also call it as developer edition. Developer edition. So as part of this developer edition, so they are going to provide data storage 5 MB and file storage is 20 MB, not GB, MB. Data storage is 5 MB and file storage is 20 MB. Okay, so for our practice, for training purposes, we use this developer edition only. We are going to use this developer edition because whatever you have in unlimited edition, almost you have all in developer edition also. Okay, but with some limitations. Salesforce have given some limits on all the features as part of this developer edition. Okay, they have given some limitations as part of this developer edition, but you will be having access to all the CRM functionalities. You'll be having access to force.com platform also, and you can perform integration also. Okay, so for training purpose and for your practice purpose, you can create this type of account, that is permanent account, or it is also called as developer edition. Okay. So because it is also called as lifetime account. That means suppose if you are continuously using your Salesforce account, that is developer edition account, there is no expiry. You can use it continuously for your lifetime. But suppose upon creating the account, once you create the account, maybe after for next 10 months. So for next 12 months. So validity, suppose for next 12 months, if you are not continuously using your account. Okay. So if you are not opening or if you are not logging into your Salesforce or continuously for 12 months, then your account will get closed automatically. You will lose access to your account. But if you are using now and then your account, so there is no expiry, you can use it for your lifetime account. So continuously, if you are not using for 10 months, after 10 months, you will get a mail from Salesforce that, dear customer, you have not being used your account from past 300 days. So if you don't use your account for next, if you are not logging into account for next 60 days, your account will get closed automatically. So once your account will get closed, you will lose access to your data. Okay, you cannot open or you cannot log in into your org once again. Okay, that is what you mean by developer edition, or it is also called as lifetime account, or it is also called as permanent account. Okay. So these are the additions in Salesforce. These are the various additions which is provided by Salesforce. Now, let me explain how to create our Salesforce account. What are the steps to follow to create Salesforce account? Now, let me explain. So what is the type of account we are going to create? Even myself, and for practice purpose, you are also going to create this free edition, that is developer edition, or it is also called as permanent or lifetime account. Okay, so now let me explain what are the steps to follow to create your free developer account in Salesforce. So if you want to create a free developer edition account, you have to follow 2 steps. What are the 2 steps? Now let me explain. As a first step, you have to fill up the registration form to create the developer edition. To create a new developer edition account, you have to first fill up the registration form. So how we are going, how to go to that registration form? I have given the URL here. You have to open the URL developer.salesforce.com/signup. This is the URL which you have to follow. Okay, developer.salesforce.com. This is the URL which you have to follow if you want to log in into your Salesforce, if you want to fill up the registration form. I think it is being shown, right? The screen is shared. So this is the registration form which you have to fill as a first step. So it is similar to how you are going to fill some registration form, right? Upon creating a Gmail account or upon creating your Facebook account, it will ask you to provide some details to fill the registration form. In the same way here also, you have to launch this URL. You have to go to this URL developer.salesforce.com/signup and fill up the details. It will ask you to specify your first name, last name, email address, select some role here. You can select the role as developer. Specify company name. If you are not working in any company, you can specify some name. There is no any problem. You can specify your college name. Select the country or region as India, if you are from India, and select your postal code. Okay, select your postal code and specify the username here. Okay, username, you can observe here, username should be in email ID format. Username should be in email ID format. Okay, so always your username should be in email address format, and it must always be unique. Always your username should be unique, because username it should not be same. Okay, username is always unique and it cannot be associated with any Salesforce login credential. Okay, so username is unique across all the organization Salesforce servers. Okay, you cannot have a same unique name, or sorry, you cannot have same username for 2 people in Salesforce. Okay, so make sure you are going to specify some username which is in email ID format. So this email ID, suppose if you are specifying some email ID here, it is not necessary that email address that email ID should be there for you. You can specify any username in email format. Okay. So once you specify all these details, select this checkbox, I agree to this, and finally click on sign up. Finally click on sign up. So upon clicking on sign up, you will be receiving email notification from Salesforce. Okay, so you'll be getting email notification from Salesforce. So yeah, so specify, upon filling that registration form, you are going to specify email address, right? So to that email address, you'll be getting email notification from Salesforce. So that is why always provide valid email ID there. Don't give some any other email ID, whichever email ID you are using now, provide that email address. To that email address, upon clicking on sign up, you will be receiving an email notification from Salesforce immediately within 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. So that is your first step. So as a second step, once you receive the email notification, you have to activate the Salesforce account. So go to that email which you have received and activate your Salesforce account. Just you'll be receiving one link. So click on that and you have to activate. So it will ask you to verify your account. So it will ask you to specify the password and specify confirm password. There it will be providing some security questions and specify the answer for that security question. It's similar to how you are going to fill up the registration form for Gmail account. Okay, so specify all these details and click on change password. Once you click on change password, your password will be resetted and it will redirect you to your Salesforce account automatically. Automatically, it will redirect you to your Salesforce account. Okay, so these are the 2 steps you need to follow if you want to create your free developer edition account in Salesforce. So what is the step? As a first step, you have to fill up the registration form by using this URL developer.salesforce.com/signup. This is the URL which you have to use. developer.salesforce.com/signup. Then what is the second step? So go to your email ID, open that email which you receive from Salesforce and activate your Salesforce account. Activating Salesforce account means it will ask you to provide the password and security answer for the security question. So once you change the password successfully, automatically it will redirect you to your Salesforce account. Okay, these are the 2 steps which you need to follow if you want to create your account in Salesforce. Okay, that is free developer account. Okay, from next time, once you create your free developer account, from next time, again, you need not use this URL, that is developer.salesforce.com/signup. This is only for signing up. So once your account is successfully created, from next time, if you want to log in into your Salesforce account by providing username and password, then you have to use this URL login.salesforce.com. Login.salesforce.com. Like, let me show you. So login.salesforce.com. Login.salesforce.com. Okay, this is the URL which you have to use from next time. Okay, so whatever the username you specify here, you have to specify that username and password and click on login. So you will be able to redirect into your Salesforce account automatically. So upon creating Salesforce account successfully, from next time, if you want to log in into your Salesforce account, you have to use this URL login.salesforce.com. Provide the username, like, let me specify my credentials. And let me specify some password also, whatever the password I have for this. So upon clicking on login, so it will redirect me to my Salesforce account. So here it is asking to specify the number, your mobile number. It is not required. Directly you can click on this register. Sorry, click on remind me later. So once you click on remind me later, it will redirect you to your Salesforce account automatically. Okay, so this is my login. This is my Salesforce account, that is free developer edition. This is my free developer edition, which I have. Okay. Like you can see here, if you click on this on the right side, you have some profile icon. If you click on this icon, you can see, okay, you can specify, you can see your name, that is first name and last name with which you have logged in into your, you have created your Salesforce account. Okay, this is my Salesforce account, which I'll use or which I've been using. So these are the steps you need to follow to create your Salesforce account in free developer edition. And you can log in into your Salesforce account with login credentials by using the URL login.salesforce.com. Okay, next. So once you log in into your Salesforce account, now as part of Salesforce ready-made CRM application, so we know Salesforce have introduced CRM application in the year 2000. In the year 2000, they have introduced Salesforce CRM application. When they have introduced the Salesforce CRM application in 2000, first they have introduced classic experience. First, they have introduced classic experience. So let me show that classic experience. So if you want to go to classic experience, so click on this profile icon, and here you have switch to Salesforce Classic. Switch to Salesforce Classic. So let me click on this switch to Salesforce Classic. It will take me to Salesforce Classic experience. This is the Salesforce Classic experience, which was launched very early in the year 2000 when Salesforce have introduced Salesforce CRM in 2000. Okay, so in 2000 when Salesforce have launched their CRM application, so that CRM application was built on Classic experience. Okay, so it was running on Classic experience. This Classic experience was built using SalesForce programming. It was built using SalesForce programming, and it is not mobile friendly. That means you cannot use your Salesforce CRM application from your mobile. Okay, and also there are some performance issues also. That means navigation between the components or navigation between the various features is not much fast. Okay, so keeping in mind these drawbacks, in 2016, they have introduced Lightning experience in Salesforce. They have introduced Lightning experience in Salesforce. This Lightning experience is built using component-based framework. This Lightning experience is built using component-based framework, and compared to Classic experience, it runs at faster speed. That means you can quickly navigate through the features at very faster speed compared to Classic experience. And also it is mobile friendly also. That means you can log in into your Salesforce account not only from your desktop or laptop, you can use your mobile also to log in your Salesforce account. That is Lightning experience. Okay, so these are the two types of versions, that is Classic experience and Lightning experience. Okay, so nowadays most of them are using this Lightning experience. So after Salesforce have introduced Lightning experience in 2016, most of the projects, they have migrated from Classic to Lightning. And nowadays all the new projects which are being developed, they are developing in Lightning experience only. Okay, so even in our training also, okay, we will purely discuss all the features in Lightning experience. Okay, we will discuss all the features in Lightning experience. However, some basic features I will show in Classic experience for 1 hour. In one session, I will show what are the basic navigation features, what are the basic features in Classic experience. Because if you go for any interview, okay, so upon attending any interview, if you are putting some 3+ or 4+ of experience, definitely they will ask you, did you work on Classic experience or not? So they will be asking 1 or 2 questions. Okay, what is the basic difference between Classic and Lightning? Okay, and they will test your knowledge. Okay, so at least you must be in a position to answer or to specify few points that these are the differences between Classic and Lightning. So already I have given few points here, like Classic experience is built using SalesForce programming, and it is not mobile friendly, and performance, there are some performance issues also. Okay, keeping that in mind, Salesforce have introduced Lightning experience in 2016, which is built on component-based framework. And compared to Classic, it runs at faster speed, and also it is mobile friendly also. Okay. So when they have introduced CRM application in 2000, we had only classic experience. We don't have lightning experience. Lightning experience was introduced in 2016 by Salesforce. But in 2000, when they have introduced CRM application, we have only classic experience. So we had 4 editions in classic. That is essential, professional, enterprise, and unlimited. Later in 2016, when they have introduced lightning experience, we have 4 types of editions again: lightning essential edition, lightning professional, lightning enterprise, and lightning unlimited edition. Okay, that means we used to have separately classic licenses, we used to have separately, and lightning licenses we used to have separately in 2016. Okay, but in 2017 they have merged both classic and lightning in a single license. Okay, in a single license we can use both classic and lightning experience. We can switch from classic to lightning, and we can switch from lightning to classic also. So from 2017, in a single license, we can switch from classic to lightning and from lightning to classic also. And from 2017, we have only these 4 types of editions. We don't have separately like classic license and lightning license. Only under one license, we have these 4 types of editions where we can switch over from lightning to classic and from classic to lightning. Like just now I have shown how to switch from classic lightning to classic. So similarly, you can switch from lightning to classic also. Sorry, classic to lightning also. So right now we are in, this is Salesforce classic experience. If I want to switch from classic to lightning, here you have this link, switch to lightning experience. Simply click on this switch to lightning experience. It will redirect you to lightning experience of Salesforce. Okay, this is the lightning experience of Salesforce. You can see user interface is completely different. Okay, because that is built using Visual Force programming, whereas this is built on component based framework. User interface is totally different. So this is how we can switch over on in a single edition. We can switch from lightning to classic and from classic to lightning also by clicking on that respective link, like switch to classic or switch to lightning experience. Okay. Next. So that is about the concept of editions in Salesforce and how to create your Salesforce account. That is free developer edition in Salesforce we have discussed. So everyone can have to create your account in order to practice whatever we discuss in the sessions. Okay, without practice you cannot get perfection in the course. Simply listening, of course you can understand, but all of you make sure you create your Salesforce account once we start the course, before we start the course itself. So once you join, once you join my course, you can be ready by creating your free developer edition. So once we start discussing all the features daily, you can start practicing. Okay. Next is tabs. What do you mean by a tab? Tab is nothing but collection of graphical user interfaces using which we can manage the records inside the object. Collection of graphical user interfaces using which we can manage the records inside the object. Managing the records means performing the DML operations on the object records. DML operations means data manipulation language operations. DML means data manipulation language operations. Already is, if you are aware of, if anyone is from computer science background, they might have known what do you mean by DML. DML means data manipulation language operations, like inserting the record, updating the record, deleting the record, undeleting the records, or viewing the records. So by using this tab, which is nothing but collection of graphical user interfaces, we can perform DML operations on the records inside the object. Okay, like for example, let me show what are the tabs. Hello. So whatever I'm showing here, These are nothing but the tabs. This is the tab bar. So this is the navigation bar, or it is also called as tab bar. So this is the home tab. This is the accounts tab. This is the campaigns tab, cases tab, contacts tab. All these are nothing but objects which are shown in the form of tabs here. Leads tab, opportunities tab, reports tab. Okay, all these are nothing but the tabs. Okay, so suppose let me click on this accounts tab. So what is the tab I have defined? Tab is nothing but collection of graphical user interface. Tab is collection of graphical user interface. So upon clicking on accounts tab, now here I have some buttons which are visible. So upon clicking on new button, so what it is showing, it is opening the user interface for me. Okay, it will open the user interface for me, graphical user interface, using which we can manage the records inside the objects. Using which we can manage the records inside the objects. So this is the user interface for account object. This is the graphical user interface for account object to perform or to create a new account record inside the account object. These are the fields which we have. Upon supplying the values for this field, upon clicking on save button, we can insert a record inside the Salesforce object. Okay, not only performing insert, we can perform update operation. We can delete the records also. Like suppose I will open one account record. So this is account record. What is the name of the account? Sudhir Kumar. So if I want to delete this Sudhir Kumar, if I want to edit this Sudhir Kumar record, I can click on this edit button. If I want to delete this record, I can click on delete record. Okay, that is I can perform the DML operations by using these tabs. Tab provides collection of graphical user interfaces using which we can manage the records inside the Salesforce objects. Managing the records means performing DML operations. Performing DML operations means performing insert, update, okay, deleting the records. All these are nothing but DML operations. Okay. Now, all these are nothing but tabs which are shown on the tab bar. So we call this as navigation. In classic experience, we call this as tabs. Okay, and we call this as tab bar. We call this as tab bar. But in Lightning experience, the terminology is different. In Lightning, this is Lightning experience in Salesforce. We call this as navigation items. We call this as navigation items, and this is called as navigation bar. This is called as navigation bar. So on this navigation bar, we have this navigation items like accounts, campaigns, cases, contacts. All these are nothing but they are called as tabs or navigation items. Okay. Now, each object will have its own tab where object name will be in singular and tab name will be in plural format. Tab name will be in plural format. Suppose on the user interface just now, I have shown in Lightning experience that these are the tabs which we have. What are the tabs we have? Accounts, campaigns. If you see, all these are in plural format. Accounts, campaigns, cases, contacts, leads, opportunities, reports. All these are in plural format. So if your object name is singular, always your tab name will be in plural format. So for accounts tab, what is the object? Account. If account is the object, tab name will be accounts. Campaign is the object, so tab name will be campaigns. Case is the object, so tab name will be cases. So always your object is in singular format and tab name must be in plural format. Okay, so what do you mean by an object? Object is nothing but a table in the database. Object is nothing but a table in the database which is used to store the records. Okay, to store the records, we are using the objects in the form of tables. Object is nothing but a table in the database. For example, account is an object. That means inside the database, we'll be having account object or account table to store the account object record. Similarly, contact is an object in Salesforce, which is used to store contact details of the customer. So in the database, we'll have contact object in the form of the table, which is used to store the contact record. Okay, so contact is the object, contacts is the tab. Lead is the object, leads is the tab. So to create or to insert a record inside the object, we are using to insert a record or to update the record, okay, or to delete the record, we are using these tabs. Okay, tab is providing collection of graphical user interfaces to manage the records inside the Salesforce objects. Okay, that is what you mean by an object and tab. Okay, always each object will have its own tab. One object can have only one tab. Each object will have only one tab, and object name should be in singular, and always tab name should be in plural format. So example also I have given here. So if account is the object, tab name will be accounts. If contact is the object, tab name will be contacts. If opportunity, already you know what is opportunity object. Opportunity is nothing but it is an object which is used to store the revenue details of the customer. How much business the customer has made with us. To store that data, we are going to use this opportunity object. And to create the opportunity record, we are using opportunities tab. Lead is an object, leads is a tab. Okay, to create a new lead, okay, inside the lead object, to create a new lead record, I'm going to make use of this leads tab, which is providing user interface for me to create a new lead record. We can update an existing lead record. We can delete the lead record also. We can undelete the lead record also. We can view the records also. All these things we can perform by using these tabs. Okay, similarly, solution is the object and tab name is solutions. Order is the object, tab name is orders. Okay. And not only, so now if you observe this tab bar, on this tab bar, am I able to see all the tabs? I'm able to see only few tabs like home, account, campaign, cases, contacts, leads, opportunities, reports, and few more like dashboards, customers, branches, positions, hiring managers, candidates. So are only these many objects we have in Salesforce? Hardly I am able to see only 10 or 10 to 15 tabs on my navigation bar. But are there only 10 or 15 objects in Salesforce? No. Okay, so as part of Salesforce ready-made CRM application, it is providing so many objects to store the data. It has created so many standard objects to store the records. But I'm able to view only few objects here, few tabs only here. What about the remaining? If I want to add the remaining tabs onto my tab bar, I can customize the tab bar also. I can customize this tab bar also. If you want to customize this tab bar, you can, here you have this personalize your navigation bar. It is also called as navigation bar. Click on this personalized navigation bar. Click on this personalized navigation bar. Now here, whatever the tabs, here you can click on add more items. Click on all. Whatever the tab you want to add onto your navigation bar, you can select it from here. Like I would like to add some tab. Let me select the tab. Like I would like to add products tab onto my tab bar. Okay, just select this and click on add one navigation item. Okay, and finally click on save. So this navigation item will be added onto your navigation bar. Click on save. Now my navigation bar is updated. You can observe under more. So you can see products tab is added onto my navigation bar. Okay, so this is, so what is this products tab? This tab is nothing but it is a user interface to create a record or to insert a record or to update a record or to delete a record. Okay, so if I want to create a new product record, I will click on this new button. So click on this new button. It will open the user interface for you to create a new product. So these are the fields which is providing inside this user interface: product name, product code, what is the product family, you can select it from here. Okay, product description, etc. Okay, these are the fields which we have. Like this, we can personalize or we can customize our navigation bar also. Depending upon the requirement, we can add our required tabs onto our tab bar or navigation bar. Okay, clear? So that is about the concept of tab and objects. Anyhow, we'll be discussing in detail further also. With this, I would like to stop this session here. So any queries?